Alright guys, welcome back to another horror reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Signs. So last week we watched M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense.
Mm-hmm.
Got that little bit of that crazy reveal, which is really cool. This is another one of his very, very famous movies.
Okay.
I really enjoy it. It's got Mel Gibson, who you know from Braveheart, and it's got Joaquin Phoenix, who you know from Gladiator, the bad guy. The Emperor. So really, really, really great cast. You got a little bit of a feel for M. Night Shyamalan style. You've seen a few of his movies. It's a little bit of a different kind of horror. I'm really excited. I have not seen this movie, or I have seen this movie. You have not seen this movie.
No.
Now, you said you do know a tiny bit about it, right?
I know it's like about aliens or something.
Okay. So, I don't know how hidden it is. I can't remember. It's actually been a while since I've seen this movie.
Okay.
But sorry if he already knows that, but I still think it's a really good movie. Kind of horror tension, a little bit like The Sixth Sense, where it's like it's horror, but a different kind of horror.
Okay.
So, anyway, all that being said, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. As always, the full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as next week's horror reaction, whatever you guys vote for, this movie here. So, if you do want to go check out our Patreon, we do have tons of stuff on there, full-length reactions, and it does really support us, helps us keep doing what we're doing. But either way, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, and let's just get into Signs. Now, how did The Sixth Sense rate as far as horror movies for you? Because it's definitely a different kind of horror movie.
I mean, horror movies, I'm going to have to say fairly low.
Because it wasn't very scary?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I am thinking horror movies, yeah, like, I can't rate it that high.
Okay. Well, it feels a little more horror.
Very interesting.
Yeah. The same musician as The Sixth Sense, I'm almost positive.
Okay.
The way the window ripples.
Yeah, because there's a little bit of distortion. Probably.
Ooh.
Interesting wake up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
So he's a pastor of some sort?
what was that?
What? That was a cool shot.
It seems like they both heard.
Yeah. This camera work is awesome.
Yeah.
What are they?
This is the movie that made Cornfield scary for me.
Where's Morgan?
Somebody stay with her. Okay.
Yeah.
I think God did it.
You want Morgan?
Did what? Oh, like a crop circle?
Something. Looks like it.
Yeah.
It's really detailed though. Like it's not just a circle. It's like the symbols and stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what crop circles are.
Oh, is
right?
it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now, they might have been from this movie, but I know I've seen like crop circles before.
Yeah, it was strange. Finding the crops that way. The kids were.
Isn't that such a compelling opening though? Like I love that opening. It like snaps you into the movie immediately.
And the Wolf and their brothers messing around. So.
We do need Pete. I think he's sick.
Why don't you take him outside?
And that is so.
That's weird, right?
Old Mrs. Kendallman twisted her ankle, as she puts it, diving for her life when a bunch of school kids rode down the sidewalk and started spitting on the new skateboards. Spitting.
Welcome to small town cop duty.
So what happened to your crops?
That's just it. We don't. Oh dang, we're running the whole grill.
It's contaminated. You don't even know what that word means.
The kids are so cute.
It's not contaminated.
But they said like the dogs were acting up, right? I wonder if that has anything.
Oh, they were barking at the circle, and now it's sick.
I guess.
Ooh.
Houdini?
Dude, back.
Bo, don't run. What's wrong, boy?
Now,
Jeez.
of course, if you didn't know anything about like aliens and things like that, that could be a very natural sort of response. Right?
Yeah.
Some animals around the county have been acting funny. And some of them violent.
Is it a virus? Caroline? Please stop
It's a
calling me
super
mother.
cool shot.
What's wrong?
I don't hear my children.
What?
He fell on me. He wanted to kill Bo.
I'm so sorry, Morgan.
I mean, it's one thing if it's just one animal, but
Yeah.
she said that there was multiple animals,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, guys.
We gotta kind of.
Isn't this music really? It's very reminiscent of almost Halloween a little bit.
Yeah,
It's got
yeah,
that
a little
like
bit.
repetitive piano.
What's the matter?
There's a monster outside my room. Can you have a glass of water?
Oh, it's just so cute.
It's a monster outside
And
of
this-
my what did she say? Window?
Room.
Room? And then you want water? Like, no, man, I'd be a little worried.
Why do you talk to Mom when you're by yourself?
Makes me feel better.
It's always the kids with the hard hitting questions.
Yes, dude.
Either.
Oh. Oh.
What the heck?
Why ain't Bridget and the Wolfington brothers are back?
That wasn't a Wolfington brother, bro.
This is not Lee. He's a friend of mine. This is his son. Yeah, Bobby, don't lay a finger.
I mean, if it really was, you probably would be.
Explain that crazy. You're cursing stuff. Want me to curse? You don't mean it. It's just
He used to be a pastor. That's not a good work.
noise. That's that. Explain noises.
Dude.
That's what. No, I'm not. House next door.
Oh, gosh.
I'm insane with that guy. Oh.
I'm losing my mind. It's time for an ass whooping.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
There we go.
I cursed. I heard. How did he get?
I'm not gonna lie, you probably scared it though.
Are you sure this was Lionel Bridget?
What?
Just jumped over you.
You take a glance of water and you finish it. Now what's wrong with this one?
It has dust in it.
This one?
A hair.
This one?
Morgan took a sip and there's amoebas in it.
It's just some beavers in it.
I never got a chance to tell you, but I thought you moving in here with your brother after. It was a nice thing to do.
I don't think I'm helping much.
You are.
Yeah.
We might need to.
So something happened, right? We don't really know.
Yeah, I'm
The mom
assuming there's some sort of
passed away.
tragedy or
Yeah.
something.
There's so
Wow,
many
wow.
glasses of water, man.
Dude, it's like my dad.
Yes, it was.
You can't describe him at all. Don't you think that's kind of odd?
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Over 6 feet?
It was very dark.
How certain are you that this was a male?
Oh, I don't know any girls who could run like that.
I don't
I
even.
don't know, Miro.
Did he even
I've seen
run?
some of those women on the Olympics. They can run like the wind.
Okay, but
So, yeah, we had, Simone Biles on our roof.
They got these Scandinavians clean over me.
Yes.
are they gonna?
Yes.
Listen, yes. What about the Olympic runners?
There was a Scandinavian Viking lady on our roof.
excluding the possibility that a female Scandinavian Olympian is running around outside of this, what else might be a possibility? It's just been pretty strong, going pretty fast. And I was running as fast as I could, and this guy, he was just toying with us.
Whoa.
Did you want to just change the channel on the television?
I did.
And
Same shows on every station.
every station.
What show?
What?
What show? Yeah. Uh-oh.
India?
Now it's serious, yeah.
Extraterrestrials. What in God's name is going on?
Or there's a lot of Scandinavian Olympians.
Search after some
Booking it around.
2 or 3. There's so many now. How did so many people?
Okay, so crop circles have been a thing, see? But
Yeah, okay.
But because of the sheer amount of them.
And the speed
Yeah.
and then cross countries,
All the-
right? That's
yeah.
huge.
Try to think. The last thing these children need to do is worry about some crazy things happening in the world. So take them into town and get their minds and your mind on everyday things. Good medicine.
Yeah, I do think she's right. It's kind of interesting how, like, in a smaller town like this, like, she's not a therapist, but she's more of a therapist than she is, like, a cop. You know what I mean? It's more of, like, all right, you know, helping people with kind of
Yeah.
everyday, small town, emotional or physical problems. It's less like, oh, we got a bank robbery.
Yeah, I mean, because then again, when you have those small towns, you build like a sort of community, and so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, crime isn't as like, how should I say, you know,
Dang, dude, those shots, man. Shyamalan loves those.
it's really cool.
It is. I love it. So far is one of my favorite movies with cinematography of all. Like, this is a really well shot movie.
Still, I mean, you should. I mean, it's better be safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Do you have any books on extraterrestrials?
Don't tell me you believe this horse manure.
As a matter of fact, I think we have one. Last row, third book on the left, honey.
Wow.
One book exactly on
Are
extraterrestrials.
just copycats on the verge of mass hysteria.
I like this POV shot straight
Yeah.
on of each other.
Can I ask you a favor,
You do? I've had 2 separate folks tell me there've been strangers around these parts last couple nights.
Okay.
Can't tell what they look like because they're staying in the shadows, covert-like. It's a military procedure. You send out a reconnaissance group, very small, check things out. Not to engage, but to evaluate.
I mean,
No, he
you
might
might be right.
The level of danger.
I just love how this guy is
The
the,
way he-
most cliche army guy, like token army general.
The way he talks.
You got a pamphlet or something I can read? Sure. Thanks. You didn't used to play baseball, did you? I was there the day you hit that 507-footer over the left field wall. Set the record. Man,
Dang.
that thing had a motor on it.
Dang.
Why aren't you in the pros making stacks of cash and getting your toes licked by beautiful women?
Okay.
Another record most people don't know about. He has the minor league strikeout record. Didn't matter what the coaches said. Didn't matter who was on base. He would just whip that back through the air as hard as he could.
Better than you, your little leather vest.
Yeah, like,
Get out of here.
you doing better? What's your greatest accomplishment?
Yeah. I think that really tells you something about his character.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not one to shy away from confrontation, right?
Well, not only that, but it feels wrong too. He's like, I feel like if there's a chance, you have to take it. And that's very interesting.
I cursed 37 times last week. I said the F word a couple times, but mostly and bastards. How about John, you're a douchebag for kissing Bob? It's not 37, it's 70.
This movie's hilarious. Like, it's like surprisingly funny.
It is.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Wait, what?
Something, right? It was very odd.
Yeah.
Analyze Greek mythology, make up secret societies where other guys who never had girlfriends before can join in. They do stupid crap like this to feel special. It's a scam. Nerds were doing it 25 years ago, new nerds are doing it again.
I mean,
Pathetic bargain, right?
better answer.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from, but
They got girlfriends.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody move.
Don't freak your sister out.
Probably picking up another baby mother.
That was like...
That's right.
nah. See,
Yeah,
they
now
totally
they're just
know.
denying it. Yeah.
I'm letting go now.
No, Dad. Don't do it.
You'll lose the signal.
Meryl's in on it too.
Don't let go.
I mean, you should.
Oh, this is such a cool camera shot.
Stop.
Dude, between Terminator and every horror movie, I'm getting a dog. Like,
Yeah.
really.
Isabel, you're gonna feel very silly when this turns out to be all just make-believe.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, because you feel like this is very fake, don't you?
Careful, dude. It literally sounded like what was on the baby monitor. Like,
Yes.
come on.
You're wasting your time here.
Dude.
I'm not gonna report this or anything you do to my crops to the news or TV or anybody.
I think there's a part of him that still thinks it's a person.
I think that he, deep down, he thinks that it could be something. Because, come on, dude.
Why did you drop your flashlight, you dummy?
What the heck? There it was.
I like that he runs.
Yeah.
Like that. No, but you know, horror movies, it's like, oh, let me look. He's like, screw
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so now what? Now what?
This is a really cool shot. Look at this, where like you see everything, but they're at different levels.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's turn on the TV.
Yep.
My ballet recital.
What?
This is
No,
No.
don't get rid of her ballet recital. Get out of here.
science books is going to change. We need to record this so you can show your children this tape and say you were there.
You should show the children your ballet recital.
My ballet recital.
Uncle Merrill, I'm using your tape.
I don't want to know what that is.
What you're seeing is real. It's unbelievable. Everything they wrote in science books is about to change.
I told you.
Yeah, I like how weirdly, like, mature he was all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Couldn't you pretend to be like you used to be? Give us some comfort. People break down into two groups. When they experience something lucky, group number one sees it as more than luck, more than coincidence. They see it as a sign. Group number two sees it as just pure luck. A happy turn of chance. I'm sure that people in group number two are looking at those 14 lights in a very suspicious way. They feel that whatever happens, they're on their own. And that fills them with fear.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's right.
There are those people. They see those 14 lights. They're looking at a miracle. And deep down, they feel that whatever's going to happen, there will be someone there to help them. And that fills them with hope. Is it possible that there are no coincidences?
That's such a cool monologue.
That's interesting.
Do you feel comforted?
Yeah, I do. And what does it matter? She said, see. And her eyes glazed a bit. And then she said, swing away. Because the nerve endings in her brain were firing as she died. And some random memory of us at one of the baseball games just popped into her head. It was an accident, drunk driving, they weren't sure.
He wasn't drunk when he fell asleep at the wheel.
It was the first thing Colleen asked too.
Is that how she died? Probably.
We're getting some little glimpses, right? This is the first time we heard him actually talk about it. You're getting a feel for his kind of philosophy, which is kind of this harsh skepticism in the other direction now. And it's only 6 months after he stopped being a priest.
Well, I'm sure it was
pastor, whatever.
It was due to that.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
So that's
That
what I was
seems like
going to
the
say,
biggest
which I think
turning
is
point.
interesting, is you have how people react to things like this, right? Happier things. But how do people react, those same two types of people, to bad things?
Yeah.
The wall in the sky. He found the bird. His head was crushed in. There could be some kind of invisible shielding going, like an optical illusion. They're still there. Hovering.
That's freaky.
Some people think there's more of him now. All over the place, over us even. There's a theory about the crop circles.
Wait,
They could be some kind of...
okay, but here he's being very dumb, right? This is dumb.
Oh, you think the main guy?
Yeah, I mean the pastor dude.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
nah. Like, come on.
That's true. But I guess I just relate to that sentiment sometimes when like that many people are freaking out of just being over it a little bit.
So the aliens can't read our minds.
Who wrote this book?
Scientists who've been persecuted for their beliefs.
That means they're unemployed.
This is serious.
There are pictures. Dr. Boone, one of the authors of the book. Dad,
I guess that's his name.
you have a job. They've used up all the resources on their planet. They're looking to harvest our planet next.
That's exactly what they look like.
How did we know?
Looks a little like our house, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks a lot like your house.
Same windows.
It's weird.
That's enough from Dr. Boone.
Is that room not open usually or something?
Yeah, it didn't look like it.
Where you going? Red Reddy's house. Why? I think he just called here.
You don't think something bad will happen
That's a cool shot.
to you, Morgan?
Why?
No, Ray Reddy was.
You have one of your feet.
Was that one of the dads of the other like kid?
I think they said Ray when he showed up to the accident.
Oh really?
I think
oh
so.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, wait, and he's a veterinarian. But when they said the dog was sick, he said go to the regular doctor.
This is weird a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like somebody broke in, dude. Come on.
Yeah, it looks like that, right?
Come on, Ray.
Oh,
That
okay,
was-
okay, that's why.
So that was the guy we saw in the town.
There's like flies and stuff, right?
I wrote your number down to call you, but I knew it was inside the house. I couldn't think of any other number to call it, man. Thank you for coming, Father. I've never fallen asleep driving before.
Now he's talking about something different.
Yeah.
Most of the ride home, there wasn't a car in sight in either direction.
Don't say.
It had to be at that right moment. Like 10, 15 seconds when I passed her walking. I guess if this is the end of the world, I'm screwed, right? People who kill reverends' wives aren't exactly ushered to the front of the line in heaven. The way I see it, just places marked in crops and such. None of them are really near water. I don't think they like water. Can't be any worse than here.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a theory, go for it, right?
See something, right?
I'm truly sorry for what I've done to you and yours. Don't open my pantry, Father. I found one of them in there and locked him in.
What? Yo, but he also, I mean, it looks like he got injured, right?
Yeah, but way to drop that. He locked it in the pantry?
Well, I mean, he did say it was in the house, right?
Yeah.
There was one in the house, and he looks like he got injured. And then he went on a he went on to like another story.
That's why he was so scared.
Move, children. Vámonos.
His reaction.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like confirmed,
Yes.
dude. At this point, what else do you need? Oh no, you're actually, I don't know, dude. I don't know if you should do this alone.
Call somebody.
Yeah, at least like, oh dude, this is sketchy. This is sketchy.
The police are here. I'm with them.
Okay,
I
dude,
am a
come
police
on.
officer. We already took some of your friends downtown in a paddy wagon.
Paddy wagon?
Just tell us your name and why you did it. We'll give you the same deal we gave the others.
I like his like
Throw your
acting.
life away, son.
Don't throw your life away, son.
Oh, he's gonna use a reflection, maybe. That's what I would do. I like how they're focusing in on the reflection.
Yeah. It's so freaking tense.
Hey, be careful, dude. Yeah, man. You gotta find out once
Dude,
and for
you
all.
gotta find out.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh! I love this movie.
He's like,
give me one.
Give me one of those two.
They wouldn't use their technology or fight in the airborne battle, because they know eventually we would use nuclear weapons, and the planet would be useless to them.
How can anyone possibly know that information? It's ridiculous.
That's logical if you actually
it
scattered
seems
this out.
logical.
Like if you actually scattered this out and saw the technology, that's reasonable.
They don't like places near water. Maybe we'd be safe from them near a lake or something.
Sounds made up.
More than everything you're saying?
I saw one of them at Ray Reddy's house. I can't be sure, but I got the distinct feeling it wanted to harm me.
I mean, it didn't feel like it was trying to say, hey, like, help me out or anything.
Yeah.
It like reached out and tried to grab you. Like,
yeah, we don't know, but it definitely
don't know.
It didn't seem, happy-go-lucky.
Well, it's like, if I was in that position, I don't know if I'd be reaching out to grab whoever's out there, right?
My vote counts as two.
I knew he was going to say that.
I get 2 votes because I represent 2 parents.
You don't know how much we quoted that movie. My vote counts as 2.
Save her anyway. She's where he lives with Mom.
It's got nothing to do with this.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go
I
out...
change my vote.
Oh.
Can't change your vote.
All those in favor of home, raise your hand.
We're going to board up every window in this house.
Yeah.
Boards will do anything.
Well,
We don't.
Because they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
what I
true.
was thinking,
That's
right?
true.
The information we're receiving comes from our affiliates across the world.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so many.
Jerusalem as the latest to confirm the appearance of lights.
Yeah, come on, guys. We got to do something. This is serious.
Over 274 cities that are appearing at or within 1 mile of crop signs.
Oh, great.
Yeah, to like say, here's
Definitely with them. I'm going to get back to the windows.
yeah. We gotta do what we gotta do. Let's go.
Yeah. I really like the idea that because they do it in this like kind of like small little hot town, it's a really cool way to cover something like this.
Yeah.
Wish I were my dad.
What did you say? Don't you ever say anything like that again. Ever.
Jeez.
But I mean, yeah, he is acting like...
Of course, like even at the beginning, right? He like tried to be like, hey, it's okay. And he like pushed his hand off, right? So that's always rough.
Spaghetti sounds great. What do you want, Morgan?
Anything? French toast. And mashed potatoes.
Ew.
Now we're talking. How about you, Mel? I'm going to have a cheeseburger with bacon. Extra bacon.
Yeah, now that we know the stakes, right, and know things are real.
Of
See,
course.
this is when you can calm down and be like, hey, we need to chill still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now, I still think he's approaching it from a little bit more of like a skeptic point of view of like, well, this is our last meal.
Why not?
We're not saying a prayer.
Bo has a bad feeling.
I had a dream.
We aren't saying a prayer.
See, he's very against it
Yes,
now.
yes,
It's
yes.
very...
That's fine. I am not wasting one more minute of my life on prayer. Not one more minute. Understood? Stop crying. Prayer.
Don't yell at her!
Yeah, I mean, he's very...
You won't have to eat.
I think also, obviously, there's his history, but I also think he's scared.
Yeah,
And so,
I think that's the
that
biggest thing.
adds to the lack of stability, right?
Of course.
Did I ever
Just
tell you what
practice.
everyone said when you were born, Bo? Came out of your mama, and you didn't even cry. You just opened your eyes and you looked around the room at everybody. All the ladies in the room just gasped. I mean, they literally gasped. And they go, oh, she's like an angel. And they said, we've never seen a baby so beautiful. They say babies have Jauquin smile. You smile. Let's go down now.
See, like, whatever problems he may have, like, that's a good dad.
Yeah. But like, I feel like a little before he was having trouble, kind of communicating with his kids.
And he was having trouble understanding that, hey, it's like, look, I can't pretend nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
I need to I need to know something is wrong, and I need to be there for these people.
Yeah.
We have a gun. Something. Someone get something.
Should we turn off the lights?
That's so cool.
I don't know if I'd stay in the middle of the...
Well, I think they're just trying not to move, maybe.
So the doctors rushed you out of the room before I even had time to see you. They're on the roof. While they were fixing her up, all she kept asking about was you. Nothing else. I wanted your mama to see you first. And she got feeling better. They brought you in. And they placed you in her arms. And she looked at you. And you looked at her. And you just stared at each other for the longest time.
I mean, do we have anything we can
Can
fight
we
with?
get a weapon, please?
Yeah, anything?
Yes.
I mean, heck, like, a lamp would be fine. Like, something. Oh, yeah. Is this a basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you try to maybe go in the basement.
Forgot our phone at home.
Oh shoot.
Good. Help them with the light. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay.
They made it.
Where's Bob?
What? What do you mean, where's Bo? Make sure that all the entrances are sealed, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
They're only making noises. They're not trying to get in. Why would they do that?
To scare you?
Maybe.
Attention on the door.
Maybe.
The book says they're probably very good problem solvers. So they'll find a way in.
Hey, well, is there another entrance or something?
They used to pour coal down in this basement.
Oh my gosh, is there like a...
Oh no.
Of course. Oh,
Get away!
What?
wait, what?
Because it blends in, right? Stupid movie. Bo. Wasn't that such a cool, like, stylized way of doing that?
Yeah. What happened? Are we good? Like, what?
I don't know.
We don't have his medicine.
Oh, the asthma, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He trained this.
Stay with me.
What?
I know. It hurts. Be strong, baby. It'll pass. Don't do this to me again. Not again. I hate you. I hate you. Don't be afraid of what's happening. Believe it's going to pass. Believe it. Just wait. Don't be afraid.
Are we gonna see what happened finally?
Race truck. The truck. The truck had severed most of her lower half.
What did you say?
She won't be saved. And the truck is holding her together. And she doesn't feel much, and she's talking almost like normal. And we didn't pull the truck out because we want you to come down here and be with her as long as she's awake.
Kelly, this is the last time I'm going to talk with my wife.
Yes, it is.
How long have we been sleeping? 12 hours or so.
That was real quick
They
then.
had poison gas. Where are they going? People must have figured out a way to beat them. Everyone has a weakness, right? I saw your eyes last night. I don't want to ever see your eyes like that again. Okay? I'm serious. It's been like that for a while. He needs his medicine.
What if it was like poison?
Could be.
Have they said anything about our area?
Or we just gotta take our freaking chances. Like,
It's him or yeah.
I mean, either way, it's like we're gonna die, right? Or at least he is. Are you gonna let him?
Get the syringe as well with me. I need to give him an epinephrine shot. You dancing?
Yeah, we did.
Hey, well maybe.
You want to see it?
We know the battle turned around in the Middle East.
Yeah, that's a good
Small
sign.
cities there found a primitive method to defeat them. We have no further details at this time.
Wait, you don't know the primitive method?
That's a cool way to.
Isn't
shoot.
it awesome? But now it's cornered.
Yeah, but it might.
Oh, it's the one that he cut the fingers off of. Oh, that's such a cool shot. What do you do? What do you do?
Just taking a walk for dinner.
Fox. It was meant to be. Yeah. Stop running. To play games. It's okay to be silly. I will. Tell Bo to listen to her brother. And always adore her. Tell see. Tell him to see. And tell Meryl the same way.
Things you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles?
Oh, okay, wait. Are they going where I think it's going?
See what? Oh, that's such a cool shot.
It's that he kept.
Swing away, Meryl. Meryl. Swing away.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
It's kind of epic.
oh.
Oh, it is true. Sorry.
See? Bo, you're the best!
But wait, he's still
Oh. Go.
Oh.
Let's go.
That's why you had asthma. It can't be luck. His lungs were closed. His lungs were closed. His lungs were closed. Don't take your give him a minute.
What happened?
I thought that was Bo for a second.
Someone save me.
Did someone save you?
I think someone did.
Wasn't that amazing?
Very, very good. Very well done.
I love that movie, man. That's such a good movie.
I like how, he started off very skeptical of everything, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then everything kind of comes together in the end, where it's like, oh, are there really coincidences? Or
I feel like it took you a little bit by surprise, too, because you kind of feel like the aliens is like the big Shyamalan reveal for this movie a little bit.
Yeah, I mean...
Right, so you're not really expecting like a big twist because it's like, oh yeah, there's aliens in the movie.
Well, I mean, this is the thing is like...
Or were you?
Going into this movie, I was thinking that the aliens might possibly be the twist at the end. But with how fast they revealed that it was aliens right from the start, I was kind of like, oh.
Okay. Did you think maybe it might be a hoax or something? Like, were you at all psyching yourself out because it was a Shyamalan movie or no?
Not really. Well, this is the thing is, like, in the beginning, I was like, could it be that, is there going to be like a twist of like, people were telling me that this was an alien movie, but it really isn't, and that's the twist or something?
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh no, it seems way too like when they saw the alien, I was like, oh, it seems a little bit like legit, yeah. And then they were talking about like it was actually aliens, and I was like, oh, okay, then it's probably, and especially with when they were talking about it, like logistically speaking, like it would be basically impossible to create such a widespread hoax, right? Yeah. So I was like, okay, it has to be an alien thing. But then I totally forgot that it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and I didn't expect any twist at the end. So in the end,
this is one of my favorite movies. I think I like this movie better than The Sixth Sense, and it's not just personally because especially watching this again, like the cinematography in this movie it beats The Sixth Sense any day. I'm sorry, fight me. It's incredible. Like and it wasn't just like a few shots. Like it was like constantly where it wouldn't just do cut and then it was like, oh, we need to show somebody across the room. It was constantly these dynamic shots, like everything like that. And it's just a beautiful movie. And it's such a good balance of like horror. Because it is more horror than The Sixth Sense. That's what I was kind of saying. It feels more horror, right? It's horror and it's funny, dude. It's like really funny. Dude, like there's parts of it that's so funny.
I was so surprised at how actually like legitimately funny it is.
Hilarious, man. It's funny.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
And then it's like really heartfelt and like profound.
Yeah.
Like with the wife and everything, like
I mean, it had a lot like going on, you know? It had a lot going for it.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say. It's like, you know, there's a lot of good about it.
Isn't Mel Gibson great?
Yeah, he did very well.
Dude, like, this movie is so underrated as far as his acting is concerned.
Yeah, because he played that sort of, you know, I mean, like, you see him and he, at least what I felt from the beginning was like, okay, he's like, he feels like that father figure and he's a little more like stern and I like felt like, okay, yeah, it seems like he fell away from the faith and things like that, right? And he was very skeptical of things. Uh-huh. But like, as it went on, I was starting to realize like, oh, he actually feels a lot more like weaker, not in as like a criticism sense. Like I'm not saying like he's weak, but like you know, as a character, he is flawed in that sort of he is not that strong parental figure all the way through, right?
Yeah.
He feels a little bit weaker in that sense, where he is struggling to deal with his own issues, and that a little bit kind of spills out.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, keep this in mind, and I do think a lot of it is that when you have that like beautiful relationship, which I feel like he does, from what we see, right? We don't know, we can kind of guess that you are such simpatico that A, of course you lost your partner, but B, you also don't know how to do this alone. And so it's the double, and I think that you see him even kind of learning that because you're so used to like that. Like, I mean, think about it. It's like a team member and you lose like this huge portion on your team, right? And so
of course.
There's always, you know, when you have a good couple, there's a great balance of like stern and not stern and kinder and more empathetic or whatever. And so when that's missing, you know, it's really hard. And it is, I like how it's not like this long period. It's only 6 months.
Yeah,
or maybe 8 months. So he's still adjusting. And then on top of that, you were right. He also is trying to deal with his own problems. And so combined with that, you do get a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing though, is like, I feel like while I do give him the sort of that benefit of the doubt of like, yes, he is missing a partner, and so obviously there's going to be some struggle, right?
Yeah.
But I was looking at the movie and it was kind of highlighting how the kids weren't feeling like their dad was kind of doing his job almost, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like with the whole "I wish you were my dad" thing, right?
Yeah.
Like the uncle didn't have, you know, any significant partner or even, I don't think, any knowledge as far as like raising kids and things like that, right? And it did kind of highlight that you are kind of, or my dad is not doing a good job in this sort of like sense, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of his arc, right?
And so it is, but that is interesting. I like seeing that sort of a little more complicated character, right? Because, I mean, honestly, it didn't really need to go that extra like length.
But it did, man.
Yeah, because, I mean, heck, even if we didn't have that whole arc, it was still a very interesting movie.
Yeah.
You
but
know?
why, to me, then what it makes it from a decent movie to a great movie is that. And also something, sorry, I'm obsessed with this movie. You're saying too, I think you're right, but I like that. I also think he didn't, sometimes you're in your head so much that you forget the world exists, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think that really is what that moment with his brother was, where he was like, and because the kids can't quantify it necessarily, right? Mm-hmm. And so he's like, look, I need you. And I think it was kind of like, oh, yeah. Like, I am, whether I like it or not, I am in this position of leadership because I'm a father, at least, if not an older brother and a pastor and all these other things, but just do it within the family, right? And so it's like, I am this leader, whether I want to be or not. And so I have to leave, because if not, there is no other option.
Yeah.
And I think part of that was that kind of realizing.
Yeah, and then of course I feel like the more obvious thing of like the lack of belief there that he had for like basically, all the things. I mean, they kept kind of going back to it, right? The whole.
I really liked it.
Yeah, like coincidence thing, the alien thing, the religion thing. It was always like the. Like he...
I mean, it's called signs, right? That's the point.
Yeah, so he had those... I kind of enjoy that... I don't know,
It was a really cool reveal, and just the way they did all of it was really well done.
Yeah, because they kind of set it up well, and
they didn't do it where... I don't know, for some reason you don't connect the dots when you're watching. Which I always appreciate. When it's like the most telegraphed reveal in the world, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But like, you think it's more of just like a discussion and like, oh, maybe he's going to like find his faith again. But like, you don't think of it as like, oh, like it actually plays into the story.
Yeah.
And so it still, were you surprised? I feel like when that moment happens, you're like, whoa.
Well, I was kind of like thinking like they were going to do like, oh, okay, maybe coincidences do happen, like kind of like how they do the book thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they brought together the things that they mentioned earlier on in the story, right? Or they showed.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting more of like the book thing. Like they didn't say anything about the book, but it was like, is this coincidence? I was like, it is or isn't. Yeah. And then they did the whole bat thing. When I was trying to remember what she said, because I was like, oh, like is this gonna play a part? And then when she said swing away, I was like, could that be something?
Just that shot. It was like, oh.
That was really cool. And then the whole water thing, the asthma thing. Oh, it's cool. It's a very really good tie
and the way they
showed
the aliens. Like, I'm sure that was all budget. 2002, right?
Oh, yeah.
But that was so cool. Talk about a way of surpassing budget for awesome style. Like, when you see, I forgot about that reveal. When he's moving the television, you're like, why are you looking at the television? And then you just see it in the television, you're like,
yeah, I actually thought it was, what's his name, Meryl or whatever? I thought it was Meryl, and I was looking a little closer. I was like, oh, that's actually not Meryl.
I really like this. This is a great... this is one of my favorite M. Night Shyamalan films. It's so underrated.
No, yeah, it's very well
because,
done.
things like The Sixth Sense and stuff like that get the focus, but, like, this movie is so good. I think the acting on... The little girl, man.
Oh, yeah, Bo.
You know how hard kid actors are? She killed it. The whole cast killed it. The cinematography, I feel like, even as M. Night Shyamalan goes, was especially good. And it's just a cool story. It's like, who would have thought doing, like, sci-fi... Like, it's not really sci-fi. But that's really hard to pull off. Like, making aliens pure horror as opposed to sci-fi, kind. Because it doesn't really feel sci-fi. It feels horror. If you were to put it in a genre, I would say, like, horror thriller.
Yeah, something like that.
Which is very odd. And it's kind of like just the ability to kind of like find that something and really nail it on the head.
No, yeah. They did a really good job.
Which is why I think M. Night Shyamalan movies are just unique in general, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's like, it is a little bit like The Sixth Sense where you're like, I don't know what kind of movie it is. It's spooky.
I mean, it is more, it was more horror.
For sure, yeah.
For sure than the Sixth Sense. Even though, honestly, I would have expected Sixth Sense to be more horror, right? Because it's dealing like with the supernatural, which is interesting. Yeah, but I mean, it like as far as like horror films though, like I'm not sure if I can put these two M. Night Shyamalans in like that horror category.
Because it's not terror horror, but there's definitely some jump scares.
Yeah,
and it's like if you count Haunting of Hill House or stuff like that as horror, then you can count this as horror.
Honestly, I feel like it's in its own genre.
It's very different. It's an M. Night Shyamalan film because it's in its own genre.
It's very different.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure different. But yeah, I think it's a great movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. As always, the full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon as well as next week's horror reaction, whatever you guys vote for. This movie here, that is also going to be up on our Patreon. There's tons of other stuff, full-length reactions, early access in it. We do try and keep it pretty reasonable. So if you do want to check that out, that would be awesome. It really supports us, helps us keep doing what we're doing. But either way, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. And if you do decide to stick around, give this video a like, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video.